Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Arjun Chaudhary. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Wednesday, the 31st of December. Military courts are unconstitutional, says former Pakistan Chief Justice. Jamaat enforces shutdown across Bangladesh after ICT sentences leader to death. And 164 unidentified bodies recovered from Pakistan's volatile Balochistan in 2014. And now for all the details. Bangladesh's Jamaat-e-Islami observed the first day of its two-day nationwide blockade on Wednesday. Streets of Bangladeshi capital Dhaka bore a deserted look under the shutdown call. Commercial establishments and educational institutions kept closed, fearing any violence. Vehicular traffic also remained off-roads, despite heightened security to prevent any untoward incident. Though no major disturbances were reported, Jamaat supporters reportedly torched a car in the capital during the early hours of the day. The party had called for an enforced shutdown after its leader, Azharul Islam, was sentenced to death by the International War Crimes Tribunal on Tuesday. The proposed military courts in Pakistan to try terrorists are illegal and unconstitutional, former Chief Justice Iftikhar Chaudhary has said. The growing divide between political parties with regard to supporting the special courts seems to be growing in the country by the day.
Former Chief Justice of Pakistan Iftikhar Chaudhary said politicians cannot amend the basic structure of the country's constitution. He added that the government's proposal to alter the existing constitution to accommodate the military court is illegal.
फौजी अदालतों के सिलसिले में बात हो रही है, ये बिल्कुल गैर आईनी है, गैर कानूनी है. इसमें अगर कोई कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट होगी तो मेरे नाक़िस इल्म के मुताबिक वो गैर आईनी होगी, क्योंकि बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर को आप किसी सूरत में भी टच नहीं कर सकते हैं.
Justice Chaudhary also rejected accusations against the judiciary causing delay in the trial of terror cases.
अदालतों ने अपनी तरफ से तो फाइनल करके सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक भिजवा दिया. कानून में जो कि मौत की सजा है उसमें कोई तरमीम नहीं है. इसकी तो जो भी जिम्मेदारी होगी या मौजूदा अदालतों हुकूमत पर होगी.
The dissent seems to be growing against the Nawaz Sharif government's announcement to set up military courts. Two leading opposition parties, the Pakistan People's Party and Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, which had earlier endorsed the proposal, have now expressed reservations. In the wake of Peshawar school attack earlier this month, all parliamentary parties had agreed to the setting of special courts to be presided over by army officers for trying suspected terrorists. Pakistan, which had intensified its action against militants, had recently revoked a moratorium on death penalties in terror cases. 7 convicted militants, including 6 who were behind an attack on former President Pervez Musharraf, have already been executed in the country ever since.
Bangladesh should enact a new law to prevent the spread of communal politics in the country, noted journalist and filmmaker Shahryar Kabir has said. He also stressed on the fact that religious forces which were part of the 1971 genocide were still active in Bangladesh.
Bangladeshi civil society and intellectuals came together in capital Dhaka for the special screening of senior journalist Shahryar Kabir's latest documentary, Wither Bangladesh. The film deals with the clash between fundamentalist and secularist ideologies in Bangladesh ever since its creation in 1971. Kabir, who was one of the leading figures during the independence movement, said the anti-liberation war forces are still active in the country.
These people are still active in Bangladesh politics, and they are committing the same kind of crimes against humanity and torture on minorities, free thinkers, and basically everything is targeted against secular democracy.
He also urged the government to ban religion-based politics and ensure safety for all communities in the country.
We have asked the government to enact certain law. It is a law to ban Jamaat-e-Islami, because in our 72's constitution, religion-based politics were prohibited. It was banned because we have seen that in the name of religion, they are doing all kinds of crimes, genocide, crimes against humanity, everything. So the time has come to ban fundamentalist communal politics of Jamaat-e-Islami in Bangladesh, as well as to enact a special law to protect the rights of the minorities.
The Jamaat, which is the country's largest Islamic party, had opposed the birth of Bangladesh and fought along with Pakistan in 1971. The party, which is an ally of former Prime Minister Begum Khaleda Zia's Bangladesh Nationalist Party, was last year barred by the Supreme Court from contesting elections as it violated the secular charter of the Constitution.
Zakir Rahman Lakhvi, the mastermind of 2008 Mumbai attacks on Wednesday, challenged his judicial remand in a kidnapping case. Lakhvi's counsel argued the latest case was filed against him under pressure from India. Lakhvi was sent to police custody on Tuesday, a day after the Islamabad High Court suspended his detention under the Maintenance of Public Order Act. The dreaded militant leader was earlier this month granted bail in the Mumbai terror attack case, drawing sharp criticism from India.
Today, he was produced.
The number of unidentified bodies found in Pakistan's southwest Balochistan crossed 160 in 2014. The year considered as one of the worst for the volatile province has seen a surge in cases of abductions and enforced disappearances. A report.
3 more bullet-riddled bodies were found dumped in an uninhabited place in the Mand area of Turbat district on Tuesday. The mutilated bodies were shifted to a nearby hospital for identification. The multiple bullet wounds hinted that the victims were shot several times in the head, chest and face. According to the figures released by the provincial government, the number of dead bodies found this year has touched a staggering 164. Of the victims, the report says 71 were ethnic Baloch, 35 Pashtun and 19 from other ethnicities. 41 victims have, however, not been identified yet. Balochistan is Pakistan's largest but poorest province. The mineral-rich region has been roiled by a 6-decade-old separatist insurgency for greater autonomy. Baloch activists have accused the Pakistani army and its intelligence agencies of undertaking a kill and dump policy to end the freedom movement here.
Amid echoing drum beats and an array of decorated camels, Pakistan marked a unique sport deep inside its desert region. Take a look at how it added colors to this winter carnival.
Travelling on the sandy roads of Pakistan's eastern Punjab, a rare sporting event catches the attention as one enters the interiors of the province. The district of Rajanpur became the hotspot yet again with its famous camel wrestling. A part of the winter carnival in the region, the rural sports saw the participation of some 120 camels. Covered in sequined capes, gracing its furry hump and dressed up in glitzy banners and bells, the animals pitted against one another amid loud cheers from their masters and onlookers. The traditional sporting event is steeped in local rituals of the country's desert regions and takes place during the camel mating season, mostly during the winter months. The camels are bred with great care and are adequately trained for the big fight. The event is also popular in countries like India, Australia and Mongolia, apart from the Middle East.
They have impressed their fans personally. Then they did that through their sculptures. After being a hit worldwide, internationally acclaimed figures find a place in southern India's Wax Museum.
Taking a cue from the famous Madame Tussauds Museum in London, India's southern state of Kerala unveiled its much-awaited Wax Museum recently. The museum that opened its doors in port city Kochi was inaugurated by actor and lawmaker Innocent, who also has his own statue exhibited. The Celebrity Wax Museum, which became an instant hit among the visitors, has statues from Hollywood actors to Indian political leaders, spiritual gurus and sportspersons. Names like Mahatma Gandhi, Anna Hazare, Subhash Chandra Bose, Dalai Lama and Queen Elizabeth stand proud in the list. Craftsman and chief entrepreneur Sunil Kandalur takes over a month to complete each model and uses techniques like 3D scanners to take the measurement of celebrities. The artist said the museum was born out of his dream to have such a facility in his home state.
I have a dream to do something different items in Kerala also, because Kochi is a fast growing like a metro city. So many tourists are coming to Kerala. Most of the tourists are coming from northern parts. They are I know that. Physically I am feeling that they are all enjoying the museum very well. So because it's my hometown, I plan to set up such a big museum.
While Bhaichung Bhutia and Cristiano Ronaldo represented the football arena, painter M.F. Hussain and fictional characters Mr. Bean, James Bond and Shaktiman enthralled children. People were excited to witness the city's first ever museum of international standards.
It's quite interesting, quite life-like, and I'm sure that this will encourage to rise it to an international level of wax museum.
The museum opened with 40 wax statues and is expected to touch the 100 mark within a short period. It comes a month after a similar one was inaugurated in eastern Kolkata. The first wax museum in India was opened in western Mumbai in 2010.
If anyone says Bollywood is all about competition, there is a set of superstars who are out to break the stereotype. Let's take a look at what brings these veterans on the same platform.
Some share screen space while some rub shoulders at award ceremonies. But the reason for them coming together was a bit different this time. Bollywood's biggest veterans converged to support their friend and renowned journalist Ali Peter John at the launch of his latest book, Witnessing Wonders in entertainment capital Mumbai. While the stage was flanked by biggies like Anupam Kher, Nasiruddin Shah, Raj Babbar, Asrani and filmmakers Abbas Mastan, actor-turned-director Anant Mahadevan was the master of ceremony. For director-actor duo Subhash Ghai and Jackie Shroff, who have delivered several blockbusters around 90s, it was a reunion of sorts. The actors were all praised for John and his journalistic traits.
When we see what journalism has descended to today, it's very, very refreshing to recall the attitude of journalists like Ali Peter John.
अली के नोट में और हमने आई थिंक अली पीटर जॉन के साथ जिंदगी की सब बातें शेयर की हैं. Everything we have shared. Never worried what he will write, because what he will write will always be about goodness, about hope, and about warmth.
Considered to be the first film journalist in India, John has been writing about the fraternity for decades. He has been closely following the lives and careers of several Bollywood stars, including Rajesh Khanna.
With a dazzling array of gigs, fascinating mocktails and an adrenaline rush, India's beach state of Goa became a hotspot yet again. Take a look at how the tourist destination came alive with this electronic musical extravaganza.
Even before the world rang in the new year, festivities reached its crescendo in Goa. India's favourite tourist destination became a ball of fire while hosting the 8th edition of the Sunburn Festival. Ranked as Asia's biggest music festival, the event boasted of high-octane fusion of space and sound with the participation of over 150 DJs dishing out their finest and grooviest tunes. The vibrant show gave an adrenaline rush to the audience as Tomorrowland homeboy DJ Makasi left his fans asking for more at the seashore venue.
I didn't know like India could party like this. The crowd is amazing, the atmosphere is amazing, everything is amazing. India is full of energy.
For Indian performers, it was a dream come true to play at such a magnificent platform.
I just played main stage. I just came out, there's 20,000 people. I'm really overwhelmed. I don't know what to say. It was ridiculous. It was a dream come true. The crowd at Sunburn, you wouldn't get anywhere else. It was unbelievable.
The Full House event also provided a multi-sensory experience to music aficionados who called the show incredible.
It's the first time in India. I've been here for 5 weeks now, and Goa is definitely my favourite place. It's amazing.
Spread over 3 days, the festival has multiple stages with artists playing simultaneously. It also offers a host of other activities including stunt biking, volleyball and bungee jumping.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude the top stories, once again. Military courts are unconstitutional, says former Pakistan Chief Justice. Jamaat enforces shutdown across Bangladesh after ICT sentences leader to death. And 164 unidentified bodies recovered from Pakistan's volatile Balochistan in 2014. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. We wish our viewers a very happy new year and good night.